Welcome to Weight Loss Mythbusters. My name is Carla and I am your host. Joking. Hi guys, my name is Carla if you've never seen me before, or welcome back if you are one of my regulars. I make videos about showing up for yourself. Showing up for myself, I completely transformed my entire life, overhauled my mental health and lost over half my body weight, 183 pounds in 14 months. And in today's video, I am going to be your myth buster. Today's video is all about 5 different myths that I personally dispelled during my weight loss journey. And there are so many things that are projected onto us by society, by other people, by ourselves, by whatever it might be about weight loss. There are so many myths, ideals, BS, to be perfectly honest with you, about weight loss that I believed, that I heard, that people told me, that they projected onto me. And these are some of the things that I personally, throughout my journey, actually dispelled and was like, no, that's not real. That doesn't actually, I completely proved that is false. And so this is what today's video is all about. The purpose of me doing this is to inspire us, all of us, to question things that we know to be true or think that are true, and to start to look at things a little bit more inquisitively about ourselves, about other people, about what we are told, and those things that we continue to tell ourselves, those life-limiting beliefs that we might believe or that might have been projected onto us, those narratives that we live by. Let's start questioning all of them, because I think there is a beauty when we start to become naturally inquisitive in our lives, our thought processes, our habits and our behaviors. And so guys, let's get into our myths. Myth number 1, you have to have gastric bypass surgery or some kind of surgery in order to lose extremely large amounts of weight. Well, I lost 180 pounds, 183. Very important. I know people give out about the fact that I say 183 naturally without any surgical intervention. I didn't believe that was something that was going to be possible, and when I set out to lose weight, I did not intend to lose 183 pounds. It was not my intention. 140 pounds was my first absolute mental goal that I was like, that's never gonna happen, but it did. I'm going to leave a link up here all about my weight loss journey if you've never seen me before. But I had been on a weight loss journey my whole life, since I was 7 years old, trying to lose weight. I had always started on a Monday morning and had given up. I tried keto, Slimming World, Weight Watchers, cabbage soup diets, the 5-2 diet, the watermelon diet I think was one. There was another couple I tried to create myself. Basically I had tried an awful lot of diets, but nothing ever stuck. I had always given in or given up. I did have 2 significant weight losses in all of those attempts. One, I lost about 90 something pounds with keto or with Atkins, and the second was I lost about 50 pounds after I had therapy for binge eating disorder, and I overcame binge eating disorder, but nothing ever stuck, never ever stuck. And I did honestly believe, hand on heart, that I was going to have some kind of surgical intervention if I was ever going to lose and actually get to a normal or at least just overweight category. I never thought I was going to get to the normal BMI, to get to the size I am now without surgery. Even with surgery, I didn't think I could do this. And it wasn't until I realized that my weight was a result of my poor mental health, my relationships, my bad habits, and my habits in escaping from my body, and that food was basically my comfort. Leave a video all about therapy here. I realized the significance of our brains in terms of weight loss. There are people who have great success with gastric surgery, and I am not saying anything negative about doing that. That is an incredibly hard intervention. It is life-limiting in terms of some of the things that you can do. It's quite extreme, and the preparation for weight loss surgery is quite intense as well. There's nothing easy about weight loss surgery. It is absolutely not the easy way out. But I thought that's what I was going to have to do. I thought I was going to have to cut off half my stomach or whatever it might be in order to actually stop myself from eating. When I then realized it's not actually my stomach that's controlling the food going into my mouth, it's actually my head. I did therapy and I was able then to lose the weight because I addressed the habits and the actions that led me to becoming overweight and understood why I was overweight in the first place. That was completely life transforming for me. When you do some kind of surgical intervention or any kind of weight loss in terms of focusing purely on the biological part of reducing the amount of calories that go in, and you don't address the actions and habits that led you to being overweight in the first place, there is a high likelihood that you will have a relapse or a regain. And that is why I honestly believe that there are such high prevalence and numbers of people who regain after they lose weight by white knuckling it, by not addressing those habits and just like trying not to eat like I had, because I had lost 90 pounds and was just like, okay, I can just not eat. And then as soon as you finish, everything erupts and you end up putting more weight back on. And I personally know people who have had weight loss surgery and have ended up putting weight back on again because they have not addressed the head. So that's the first myth, that you cannot lose significant amounts of weight without having surgery. And I do believe that addressing the mental aspect of weight loss is the most important over everything else. Number 2 is that eating carbs / pizza / fries, etc. is going to make you fat. So I had, as I said, tried keto before. I had 2 goes at keto and 1 very successful go at Atkins, and I believed that it was carbohydrates that were making me fat. Pizza is what was making me fat. Chocolate is what was making me fat. When I realized that actually that is not true, that is a complete myth. You can eat pizza and lose weight, because I ate pizza and lost weight, and I ate pasta and I lost weight, and I ate chocolate and I lost weight and have maintained that weight. Overeating is what's going to make you put on weight. It's eating too much when you are, whatever food it might be, whether it is the healthiest food, which I was quite healthy when I was obese in terms of the food that I was eating, but my amount of calories was way over. It was way over. So eating an entire Domino's meal for 3 by yourself is going to cause you to be overweight. Eating a personal pizza or a couple of slices of pizza with a meal within a calorie allowance is going to help you to stay in a calorie deficit, which is how you lose weight. Number 3 is that you absolutely have to go to the gym and spend hours in the gym in order to lose weight. Well guys, I did not step foot in a gym for the entire 14 months that I was on my weight loss journey. In fact, I have not stepped foot into a gym since I was on my weight loss journey. Yet prior to that, I had been in the gym all the time. I used to go to the gym really, really regularly, and I expected that by going to the gym that I was going to work out my weight gain or the food that I was eating, and that's completely not true. I did honestly believe that I had to, yes, going to the gym is amazing. Going to the gym, doing exercise, doing weights, etc. is amazing, but it's not going to be the sole part of weight loss if you're eating in a calorie surplus, so you're eating too much and you're trying to gain a load of muscle while trying to lose weight. It's just not going to work. It doesn't actually work out. And I realized that I had spent so long going to the gym every morning or a couple of mornings a week thinking that that was going to do it, when actually I didn't need to step foot in the gym at all in order to lose weight. Not a single foot. The only exercise that I did to lose weight, the only exercise, and I'm not saying this is the only thing I did to lose weight, it's the only exercise that I did to lose weight was walk 1 hour every single day. That's it. That's the only exercise that I did for those 14 months. Now I do some body weight exercises at home to build up my muscle, to build up my strength, but going to the gym and strength training alone will not result in weight loss. Myth number 4 is that overeating, going out and eating, dinner out or having a takeaway once is going to cause you to fail in a diet or in a weight loss journey. We have this terrible tendency to have an all or nothing response or ideal when it comes to weight loss, that we cannot have. I hate the term cheat days. And I think it's one of the things that really important is that you're not cheating on yourself. There is no cheating here, a cheat meal. There are times, like if you're going away and you eat a little bit more, that is not going to derail weeks or months of progress. And what happens is that if we do not allow and build in some wiggle room, not every Wednesday, not every weekend, etc., but just some wiggle room into our weight loss journey, it's not going to bring us to our goal. Weight loss is not supposed to be sustainable. Weight maintenance is supposed to be sustainable. That's a whole different kettle of fish. But weight loss, actually losing weight, we need to find ways. It's supposed to be for short term, but we need to be able to find ways in order to get us into it. So say, for example, Easter, and you eat an Easter egg. That Easter egg is not going to cause you to have failed your diet and put on whatever weight that you have lost thus far. It's not going to happen. It's actually physically impossible. Continuing to eat an Easter egg every single day will result in not losing weight anymore. It will result in weight maintenance to actual surplus, to eating too much. A couple of meals here and there during weight loss is not going to derail everything. It's the FUCK it attitude that will. Having one thing and saying, well, that's it now, I've fallen off said track or off the path, and that's it. I'm not going to be able to lose weight. I'm done now because I've eaten an Easter egg. I'm done. No, draw a line under it. Draw a line and go, okay, so I maybe ate too much today. And I'm not saying an Easter egg, but like, say maybe you go out and you realize, God, I actually overate. I didn't need that amount of food. I feel a bit ugh after that. That's okay. Treat yourself with kindness, with a kind curiosity, and go, okay, I ate a little bit too much today. I know that now. I don't need, okay, what was I feeling when I was doing that? Was I paying attention? Was I concentrating on what I was eating, or was I just eating for the sake of it? That's okay. Right. Tomorrow is a new day. We're going to draw a line under it and continue on our weight loss journey. We're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater because we overate a little bit. So having 1 or 2 days where, things where you might overeat a little bit or, a lot is not going to cause a massive disruption to an entire weight loss journey. But saying and throwing the baby out with the bathwater, that will. And number 5, and the final myth for this video that I personally dispelled, is that you have to be hungry or feel deprived in order to lose weight. This is something that I feared the whole way, my whole life, is this feeling of being deprived, of not having access to food. That was my biggest fear, was not having access to food as a former food addict. The idea of taking away the thing, I didn't realize that it was the thing that I was using to cope, but now I know that it was basically taking away my drug was a disaster for me. Like, I just couldn't cope with that idea. And so the idea of feeling deprived, of not having access to my HIT, to my coping mechanism, was so painful. And I thought I was going to have to do that in order to lose weight. And I realize now that I don't. The truth is, what I had to do was find ways to make my calories work for me to ensure I was getting nutrients. So ensuring that my body was actually fed. I have a video here all about fasting and how this actually helped me to understand my satiety levels and to understand what was going on inside me and actually understand my hunger for the first time in my whole life, true hunger versus emotional hunger. I was able to start to nourish my body with actual nutrients and not fill it with empty calories, which is something that I used to do a lot. Like, there is these crisps called snacks that you can get in Ireland, and I remember one of my weight loss attempts was to just eat packets of snacks all day long, and that would be it. And of course, like, I would lose weight by doing that because I think they're like 150 calories a bag. So I was like, oh, if I eat 10 bags of these, I'm going to be in a calorie deficit and I'm going to lose weight. And technically I probably would, but that's not realistic. I'm not going to be able to just eat snacks for that amount of time. First of all, I'll probably end up with scurvy because I won't have any nutrients in my body. And then I realized that that kind of mindset of the trying to find a way to eat something that is satisfying is actually what happened. Was I started to go from the abundance principle, so eating a lot more plants, finding ways to make them really tasty, finding a way to make my calories work for me that was interesting and tasty, and also that helped to reduce the feeling of deprivation, of that feeling, because I was actually filling my body with nutrients, with food that was designed for me to eat. So lots of vegetables, lots of tofu, lots of different things like that, but not boring. Like there was nothing like I wasn't eating boiled broccoli and chicken. Like I was making tasty food that was interesting to eat, that was full of nutrients. So my body felt good. I didn't feel deprived. I had the abundance principle, and I've talked a lot about this and how important it was for me, that feeling and seeing as a food addict, to see large portions on my plate. Now, personally, I can eat smaller amounts if I need to, or if I want to. It doesn't have that same effect on me. Sure. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave down in the comments down below any myths that you personally have dispelled, or that you have thought is absolutely, realized is BS on your weight loss journey. I have a couple more of these myths. If you would like me to make another video, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you just want to leave me a nice comment, leave me the sunshine emoji, because it is a beautiful day here in Ireland. The sun is shining, it's gorgeous. I got to spend the morning outside with my little men. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and continuing to support me and my channel. Thank you again. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video. And follow me over on Instagram and on TikTok if you don't already. And I will be back with you very shortly with a new video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.